Hey, what's up, everybody? Paul here, Left Coast Model Car Builds. Hope everybody's having a good week. Happy Wednesday. I'm out here working on the Oldsmobile. As you can see here, doing a little more cutting and trimming here. So what I'm doing to get this to fit right, as you guys saw last time, a lot of shaving, some shaving on the back part here. So now I wanted to get the interior tub in, which actually is fitting pretty good. What I've done is cut out here on the NASCAR chassis, open that up, and then here I cut the humps out from the rear seat because we're probably not going to have that. That's probably going to get covered up. I will put some plastic in there though. But yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. So right now I'm fitting this in, and what I'm looking at, it actually fits in there. It's going to be snug, not snug on the side, but as far as getting it down where I want, I need to start fitting in the firewall and everything. But what I'm looking at is this back piece right there. So one thing I'm thinking about, you could heat it up, because ideally I'd like that to just sit right up like that. It's not, you can see just that little edge. But the other thing I'm looking at is our rear bumper. When that's in there, so it doesn't interfere, as you can see, that's going to sit up there just fine. It's just that little edge, and this is what I was telling you guys. You know, I get a little particular on stuff, I guess you can say. So being a little time crunch on this thing, I'm going to do the best I can, but worst case scenario, I know not a lot of that's going to show, so I feel decent about that. I'm a little more concerned on what I'm going to have to do up here now. Once I get the engine in, the front part fitted, and I got to get my panels in, got them here in the bag for the inner structure. So that's what we're doing tonight. I'm going to keep chipping away here a little bit, get a few more clips in of where I get, and then I'll probably throw this together. I've got a couple other video ideas I need to get going too, but gotta keep working on these projects. So that's where we're at right now. And now back in a little bit, guys. Thanks. Well, what's up, everybody? So what I've done, put the block together out of the NASCAR kit. Got the firewall. I'm gonna take off this piece, and I'm gonna fit this in against that. And I think that's gonna give me a little more room for the engine here. It was a little tight. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Again, a lot of cutting. This is not crazy. I mean, I guess it's different compared to, custom work I've done. Custom fitting stuff, smoothing stuff, grinding it out, filling it, blocking it, chopping, things like that. It's a different type of difficult. For me, I've not really done this stuff, so it's a little different. Probably not doing it 100% the best here, or the path someone more experienced would do, but hey, we'll see what we come up with. Pulled the body out just to compare where some things were sitting, and everything sits pretty close. I can just about, or I could actually, depending on the ride height, I could actually get the wider NASCAR tires in, which I'm not going to use, but that's good because that gives me something to work off, especially for the rear. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm going to keep chipping away here, and I'll show you guys what I come up with here in a little bit. All right, so after more trimming, more shaving, kind of working, starting with trimming this part off the stock tub, taking the firewall from the NASCAR, doing some chopping work on it. I'm going to get it set, then I'm going to have to build out these side pieces and build it up. And if all goes well, that should get me where I need to be. So I tacked it in place with a little bit of Tamiya cement. And now I'm just kind of going over everything with some weld-on. I use weld-on number 3 or 4. This is the stuff we normally use when we're doing like some major body work. You know, chopping, molding in front and rear ends, or parts you're going to take and file, sand, fill. Because this stuff just, I mean, it melts pretty much the plastic together. So I'm just brushing that on the top and bottom here. Kind of getting that. Then I'm gonna have to let this sit really good. But yeah, just really it bonds that stuff. I mean, once this stuff sets, it's like one piece. So what we're gonna do is let this sit and dry, because I can't, if I start trying to move it around too soon, it's just gonna fall apart. This is where patience comes in, even though I'll have a ton of time on this project. But that's the weld-on number 4 that I'm using. Yeah. So that's what I've got to work with so far. Yeah, I knew this was gonna definitely have its challenges. And that's fine. That's what makes it fun. A little ambitious, I guess, at least for me, for a 2-month build. Probably a little more ambitious than I probably should have tried to tackle for this. But, yeah, separating out the parts I'm going to be using. And then I've got all the plastic stuff that's been cut and shaved. So for now, I'm going to put this one away and maybe get a little time in on another project. I need to work on my 36 Ford for the Hey Auto custom build and get a few other things going. I got some other ideas I want to do, but I got to get a couple of these things moving first, get on track with that. So let me see what I do here. Might jump into this 36 for a little bit and post a little bit on that. So let me get kind of straightened out here, and we'll see in a little bit.